All right, everybody, settle in. Welcome to the Langlade County Ledger, let's call it the unofficial edition. This is where we go beyond the headlines and get into what really went on this week. So let's do this. So you might be thinking, just another quiet week up in Antigo. Business as usual? Yeah, no, not even close. The blotter tells a completely different story. Okay, seriously, go pour that coffee. It's time to settle in and spill all the local tea, and trust me, there is a lot to get through this week. First up, critter calls and creature features. It really felt like our animal neighbors, both the four-legged and the winged variety, decided this was the week to make some noise and get themselves noticed. I mean, just look at this list. You've got your standard car versus deer incidents, at least 5 of them. That's just a Tuesday in the Northwoods, right? But then you've got dogs making a break for it all over, including one that literally broke through a screen door on Watson Street. We also had a formal complaint about a rooster's crowing in town, and sadly, a swan was found dead out on Turtle Lake after someone reported gunfire. But maybe the weirdest one? The call about a fawn carcass on County Road A that then just stood up and ran off. A little Houdini fawn. And it just keeps going. A cat needed to be freed from a trap over on Park Street. 2 dogs, a shepherd and a husky, were found wandering near County Road HH, and one had blood on it, which is pretty alarming. Thankfully, they got picked up. And then there's this one, a dog left inside a truck at Mueller Lake with the windows just barely cracked. I mean, come on, people. We know better. But honestly, the absolute best line from any report this week, hands down, has to be this. It was from a call about too many chickens and a noisy rooster. After checking it out, the officer wrote, and I quote, "No goat was found in the garage, as the caller had also suggested." You can't make this up. The case of the phantom garage goat of Antigo remains unsolved. Okay, shifting gears, let's hit the pavement and talk about roads, rules, and runarounds. Because from the routine to the truly, truly strange, our streets were anything but boring. Now, our deputies and officers were pulling people over left and right, but here's the kicker. Look at this. A whopping 60% of those stops ended with just a verbal warning. So if you got pulled over, odds were pretty good you were getting a break. Only about 1 in 4 drivers actually walked away with a ticket. Things were not so friendly over in the Fleet Farm parking lot, though. Get a load of this. A guy calls 911 because another man is getting aggressive, even trying to open his truck door. And why? Well, the angry dude accused the caller of rolling coal on his car, blasting diesel exhaust at him. It got so heated that the caller, who mentioned he had a concealed carry permit, warned the guy he would defend himself. All of that drama just in the parking lot. And the hits just kept on coming for drivers this week. Someone managed to put their vehicle and camper in a ditch on Highway 45. Another person just parked their truck, blocking the diesel pumps on that same highway. You had someone get locked out of their car at Trend's Hair Design. Oh, and the driver who pulled over on County Road C. Why? To order a pizza. But the wildest report? An intoxicated guy on County Road T claiming he was thrown from a moving SUV. It was just a wild scene out there. Which brings us naturally to our neighborhood watch report. This is where we get into the strange sounds in the night, the suspicious stuff you see out of the corner of your eye, and all the things that make you go, For example, let's follow the journey of the mystery woman in black. At 10:12 p.m., a call comes in about a woman dressed all in black walking down County Road Y, just blaring music from a speaker. A little while later, around 11, another call, same woman, now at the corner of HH and Y, waving something in the air. A deputy finally finds her, offers her a ride into town, and she accepts. And just like that, the mystery was over. What a strange little adventure. But on a much more serious note, there was this incident at Turtle Lake. It kicked off with a 911 call about 3 guys shooting guns. The caller even thought they heard a machine gun down at the boat landing. They took off in a white Chevy Malibu before deputies could get there. But what deputies did find was unsettling. Casings from 4 different guns, a .22, a 9mm, a 5.56, and a 12 gauge. And the awful outcome of all this? A follow-up report confirmed that a dead swan was found in the lake. Just a really disturbing story. And the mysteries didn't end there. We've still got questions. Like, who was that person seen taking stuff from the construction site on Dorr Street after hours? And what happened on Hogan Street, where someone came home to find a side door just completely whipped off its hinges? A lot of weird things left hanging this week. So, after that whirlwind of critters, cars, and general chaos, what's the big takeaway? What's the moral of the story for us here in Langlade County this week? Well, I think it's this. Moral of the week. Always count your chickens. But, maybe double-check the garage for that phantom goat. And for the love of everything, if you need to order a pizza, pull over before you end up in a ditch. Stay safe, stay weird, and we will catch you next week to spill some more tea right here on the Langlade County Ledger Unofficial Edition.